to be given more attention, then you try and press KV for an appointment, because you can tell them, I have a problem and I will solve it, and I have exams and whatever. I know it's difficult, but yeah.
What could be if the parent denies to accept that his child has dyslexia?
Thank you very much. Did you hear the question?
No.
What can we do if the parent denies? There are parents who do so, unfortunately. The first thing is how you serve it. It's not dead.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Agatha Christie was dyslexic.
Not only. Many. Einstein. It means nothing. You have to do it very clever people. You should serve it the way it is. And the way it is not fatal. It's something that even they like it or not, it's true if you have assessed the child. So if they don't want to accept it, they harm their health and their child's progress. So if they don't accept it, the problem is double. This is what you should explain. Okay, you don't want to accept this, you can go anywhere you like, assess the child, and you will see that your daughter, your son needs support. By denying this, you deny the support. So you deny help to your child. That's simple. I've come up with parts like that, but when you explain that, it's not something that you cannot deal with, but you should take some measures and you should help the child, then I think they will understand. If you don't want to, it's very problematic.
May I ask another question, sir?
Yeah.
How far can we trust KV?
Well, my experience says that you should trust.
We should.
Yes.
Because a student of mine was evaluated at 10 and KV decided there was no problem. And
But
6 or 7 years later, when she was about to take her exams to enter university, they decided that yes, we definitely have a case of dyslexia here.
Okay.
For the same student.
I will reply with an example. You asked me whether I should get my child to the best private school in Athens or in Thessaloniki, and whether that will be fine. I'm not sure. It depends on the scientists, if they want to do the job properly or not. In Syros, where I come from, I must admit, they have been doing a very good job. Okay. But in small societies, things are different. I cannot guarantee that in Athens or Thessaloniki it will be the same. I don't know who they are. There I know who they are. All right. Well, my opinion is a double idea. You let them go every, and then you ask a specialist that you trust, but not to run the same test. It's not a good idea to let the child have a Athena test in September and another one in November. There's no reason. Okay, the results will be the same. But see a specialist, and then you can go to KV. And then you check the two remarks. It's the best thing you can do. This is part of the results of an Athena test. Athena test is a test which was created by Dr. Paraskeropoulos and tries to check different types of abilities related to cognitive, writing, listening, and memory skills, as you can see here. It takes about an hour and 15 minutes if it's a full test. But it can take less if you don't use all the sections. You can do that. Nobody can do that just like that. You need a license to do that. Okay? This is a typical example of a student of mine with a dyslexic profile. There are 5 points where the student has a low score, as you can see, the one in pink or something. The yellow shows is somewhere near the deadline. And then from the green and on, we are okay. Also, this test, as you can see, can show high skills as well. Whether we have to deal with the student with very good skills in specific parts. So when the specialist runs this, or KV runs this, they can see in actually 14, here you can see 11, in 14 different sections where the student may face difficulties. And according to this, they can support, give some intervention exercise, give nothing if there's no reason, or do something more we will see later on. So this is how it works. You need to follow some seminars to be able to run an Athena test, and some different seminars to be able to give intervention exercises. And you need to buy a special bag with the appropriate equipment. Okay, but if you Google Athena test, you will find out a lot about it. What happens after evaluation? Depending on the results, the student may or may not need to attend meetings with a specialist in order to be supported with intervention exercises on the area or the areas their score was low. There are cases when a WISC test may be recommended, and this is usually administered by an educational psychologist. It's the next step after you have seen a low or a very low Athena test. Then you may need to run a WISC. Some people may be familiar with it, mostly psychologists. Exams accommodations. In Greek schools, students may be allowed to sit the national exams orally, you know that. Okay? Although there has been a lot of discussion on that. According to the same law I told you before, in English language exams, there are different policies followed depending on the body which runs them. The university I work for gives 25% extra time